So great, we've got a bunch of people in here now, and we've got a few different niches here, from veteran informational assistance and education. We've got some skincare and hair care products. We've got some marketing companies with TV shows and films, more marketing. And then we've got Lewis has a marketing e-commerce similar to Amazon, but for Bolivia. Very interesting. Chris, we've got from blockchain. Timus, web design, graphic design, custom engraving. Awesome. So I think we're going to jump in and we're going to go through a few things. Now, the way that we are going to structure this session is it's going to be a little bit of learning and understanding about overall marketing, how you should be positioning your product, how you should be positioning your brand, and how you're going to go about scaling. So the biggest issue that people have is scaling. And so we're really going to show you how to tackle that in today's session. The main thing here that we're going to be covering is growth challenges. So we just went over that. Growth marketing explained. I'm going to show you diagrams, examples, and work you through the customer buying process and what you need to be showing them, what you need to be showing customers or leads at what time and what sort of messaging you should be using. The triangle of growth that I like to call it. So you want to have these three things in place to really tap into your maximum growth potential. Then we're going to go over top of the funnel and bottom of the funnel. Those are two different terms that are used in the marketing world. They're really going to help you understand how to scale. And then we're going to go over how you can also use VYPER to fill that top of the funnel, and then how to convert that bottom of the funnel. We also have a bunch of case studies, a bunch of examples. I'm going to take you behind the scenes of a recent campaign that we built. And so you can see exactly how we set up a giveaway, exactly the features that you should be using in VYPER to get the maximum results. So when we interviewed or question all of our customers, there's a few common challenges that they all have. It's one, finding product market fit. So making sure that you have a product that people like and want. Two, they don't have an audience to sell to. It's very hard to sell your product if you don't have an audience or a passionate group of people to market to or promote to. It's very hard going from cold traffic straight to a purchase. That doesn't really exist too much anymore. So I'm going to show you how to build an engaged community of raving fans, which you then go and market to over time. You need to build that relationship, nurture, and then convert. You're going to have a much more sustainable long-term business than if you're just trying to go for the kind of fidget spinner approach of churn and burn. Other thing people have issues with is not having enough traffic, not having enough engagement. One big issue that I see that most people don't understand, or that most people miss, is that they are not doing enough remarketing. So I'm going to really tap into a few ways that you can really leverage more remarketing to make sure that you're converting all of those people in the bottom of the funnel. So how do you go about attracting and converting people? So this graph really lays it out pretty simply for you. You go from cold traffic to hot traffic, and cold traffic is unaware of your brand. They have no idea who you are. And hot traffic is they're very aware, they've done all their research, they've done their comparisons, and they're ready to buy. So where VYPER fits in here, and when you look at referral marketing, you look at engagement, gamification, incentivization, all of those things happen in the cold traffic, because you want to get people aware of your brand, you want to get them engaged. So on the unaware stage, you want to be telling stories, secrets, capturing their attention. Another way to do it is using giveaways and that sort of thing to gather their attention. Or you can also use viral videos, influencer marketing, that sort of stuff. So with the cold traffic, your number one goal is to make that first initial touch point, engage with them, and then start pushing them through this chart that you see here. Because once they're aware of you, they'll go to problem aware. So, you'll start talking about your brand, all of the amazing things that your brand does, all of the problems that you solve, and then they're going to move on to the solution aware. So you're going to introduce what your product does and how it's going to solve all of these problems. And then you're going to go to product aware, which is when you're really talking about why your product is the best out of all of the products on the market. And then you're going to obviously get that conversion. So that hot traffic is really focused on remarketing, and the cold traffic is really that first touch point. So we're going to show you how to massively scale your brand by using giveaways, referral, ambassador, loyalty, VIP programs to get really cheap top of the funnel, or even free, because referral marketing is very cost effective. And then you can use paid to obviously amplify it. But yeah, we're going to show you how to walk through this funnel. So these are this is the triangle of growth that I like to talk about. And these three things are really important. And you want to have all three of these things working really well to scale your brand. So the first one is going to be, how do you attract people? So for people running ads, this is going to be your ad copy, your ad creative. How are you capturing their attention? How are you getting that first touch point? So this is a person who's in the unaware stage. How do you get them aware? How do you engage with them? And I'm going to show you how VYPER fits into these three afterwards, and how it can help you solve all three of these issues in one. And then number two is the targeting and traffic. Where are you getting your traffic from? How are you targeting people? Are they the right people? Are you attracting people who are potentially going to buy, or are you just attracting a huge amount of leads and going with quantity over quality? So we want to make sure that we have quality, but we also want to try and make sure we have as much quantity as possible. And the last one is the page experience. So when someone gets to your website, do they understand what your product is? Is it easy to see what the solutions and the benefits are? Are you doing a good job at your page load, your add to cart, your checkout? All of those things that go into how you're going to convert that person once they do get to your website. So I'm just going to jump over the questions here quickly. The other thing is, if you have questions, chuck them in the Q&A section. We can go through all of them in batches, because there might be some stuff that I go over in a session that will make sense to answer your question as we're going. And so I'll try and batch the Q&A and let me know if there's anything that you want to learn more about, or if there's anything you want me to dive into a little bit more. Peter Harika, I'm looking for skincare brand. Okay, so partners for a giveaway. So you obviously have learned about the partner giveaway option or strategy where you partner up with a bunch of brands. I'm going to show you some examples of that so everybody else can understand that. Peter, I checked your site and it looks interesting. Okay, great. So it looks like people are already finding partners in here. Great. All right. So just chuck anything in the Q&A. Also, yeah, feel free to connect, which looks like some people are already doing. So let's jump back into the slides here. How does VYPER help in these three corners of growth? So the ad copy and creative. So when you're trying to attract people, it doesn't have to be ads. This could just be general posts, emails, however you're engaging, or however you're doing your distribution. It's really important to have good copy and good creative. Now, the other thing is, you're going to want to think about your hook. How are you hooking people? How are you getting their attention? So giveaways is a great way to do that, because when people are running ads for giveaways, you're looking at 5 to 10% click-through rates, whereas usually on direct response ads, you're looking at like 1 to 2%. So straight away, you're going to get much higher click-through rates. You're going to get much lower cost per clicks if you're running ads. In terms of emails and advertisements on other people's blogs, banners on your own blog, social posts, organic, all of these things are focusing on getting the engagement. So how do you get that person into your brand and involved and engaging? If you are trying to sell them something, people have their guard up. If you are giving something away for free, or you're trying to engage with people, chances are they're going to be much more likely to click that learn more and see what they can get for free. So giveaways work really well because you have brand prizes, or you have milestone rewards. You have all of these different types of rewards and value that you can offer people. So that's a great way to hook people into your brand, grab their attention, and get them clicking to learn more. The targeting and traffic. So targeting traffic is really handled well, because you have, once you choose a prize, you want to make sure it's really aligned with your target market. So only try and attract people who would purchase from you. You don't want to give away, for example, just an Amazon gift card. You're going to get a lot of signups, but the chances of that person being your ideal customer are probably quite low. Whereas if you are looking to target veterans, what you're looking to do is give away prizes that appeals to veterans, so that when people are entering this campaign, people are entering your referral program or giveaway, they're entering to win a product that they actually want and use, and it's going to be only specifically targeted towards veterans. The other thing is, if you're attracting veterans to your giveaway, all of their referrals are probably going to be veterans as well, because people hang out with people similar to themselves. So you're going to get much more quality. Whereas if you just go to Amazon and get a $100 Amazon gift card, you're going to get almost everybody entering. But if you're trying to sell veteran products, the chances of there being vets in there are probably quite small. So think about the prize, and if you have a really good prize that's specific to your target market, you'll find that the targeting and the traffic comes through at a much higher quality. The other thing is, the referral marketing will kick in to get that high quality traffic. As people enter your giveaway referral program, they're going to refer real people. They're going to refer people who are engaged, and people only really refer someone to something if they think they're going to be interested in it. So the quality of that traffic is really, really high. The page experience as well. So once someone does get to your website, how are they going to engage? Is it fast? Is it loading? Is it converting? Are you capturing their contact information so you can follow up? In general, it's 8 to 12 touch points for a consumer to be comfortable enough with a brand to then make a purchase. So you can see why direct response is not as working as well anymore, because people are trying to show someone an ad and get them to buy all in that one session. Whereas in reality, people are seeing an ad, they might be interested, they're looking at the website, they're learning a little bit more about the brand, maybe they're checking out the brand's social to see if they're real, they're looking to see what other products are on the market that do the same thing, they're probably doing a price comparison. So there's a lot of different stages that happen from that cold traffic to the hot traffic that you need to be covering. And it gets easier the more engaged someone is with your brand. So if that person enters that email, you're communicating with them, they're following you on social, and they're referring friends to your brand, they're starting to like your brand, you're telling them about your brand story, the chances of them making a purchase from you are much higher than the guy who's just running an ad and not giving any value. And so for page experience, you can use VYPER templates and you can use the landing page, and it all loads super fast, super optimized, so you don't even have to worry about that. So when you're using VYPER for your rewards programs or your giveaways, all of these 3 corners of growth are pretty much covered. What you want to do after that is, once you have that first touch point down, then you want to go into your remarketing. So are you doing email marketing? Are you running remarketing ads? Are you keeping your social media active? Are you creating conversations? The other thing is you can start collecting phone numbers for SMS marketing, bot messaging, so collect Facebook Messenger. So you can collect all of these different touch points in VYPER all in one go. And that's really where you get efficiencies, because not everybody is on one channel. People have specific channels that they like and don't like. So choose the top one. So you might be good on Facebook and Instagram, or you might be great on Twitter and LinkedIn, or you might be focused on YouTube. You can really tailor what you want to grow from your business using one of these campaigns, because you can incentivize pretty much any action you like. And so we're going to go into that in a little bit. The next section I want to explain to you is top and bottom of the funnel. So this again comes into the hot and cold traffic. So the cold traffic is the top of the funnel. The hot traffic is the bottom of the funnel. Now, how you attract people to the top of the funnel, you're looking for a large volume of quality traffic. So how you attract people, like for this, is referrals, giveaways, viral videos, influencer marketing, lead baits, lead captures, all that sort of stuff. What you want to do on the top of the funnel is provide value, because if you go and pitch that you're trying to ask for something, money, your first time you introduce your brand to a consumer, chances are they're probably not going to buy it. If you are offering value the first time that someone approaches and finds your brand, they're much more likely to buy it and engage. So that's why the top of the funnel's goal is to get a piece of contact information, usually the email address. And then as you go down the funnel, that's when they start getting more engaged. They start opening your emails, engaging with you on social, seeing you around the internet a lot more because you have all your remarketing running. And then the bottom of the funnel is where the conversions happen. And the bottom of the funnel is website remarketing, social engagement remarketing, email marketing, all that sort of stuff. So you can kind of see how this works. You use VYPER, giveaways, referral programs to fill that top of the funnel. And then as they engage, as they get more familiar with your brand, they get to the bottom of the funnel where they make that conversion. So that funnel has maybe days, weeks, or months that it takes them to get through that funnel, but you're making sure that you constantly have that funnel filled. All right, so bottom of the funnel. So this is a quick ad, for example. Oh, sorry, the next one is the ad example. We kind of just went over this a little bit, but I'll quickly speed through this so that we can get to some examples. Remarketing is, bottom of the funnel is all the remarketing stuff. So make sure you're setting up your pixels on your Facebook for tracking, on your website, sorry. So make sure that you have pixels for Facebook. You know, you can add your pixels for Google and some of the other ad platforms if you're doing that. Make sure you're collecting as much data as possible so you can do better remarketing. Social engagements is either posting organically or running ads to everybody who's already following you. One little growth hack is to literally just boost all of your posts, organic posts, by $2 to $5 to everybody who's already following your brand. Facebook and Instagram are moving towards a pay-to-play scenario. They gave away a lot of organic reach, but you can see that is constantly being cut and constantly getting smaller and smaller. And then you have the most valuable thing any business can own, which is your email list. So make sure that you have email drips built out, you're engaging people with email, and all of that sort of stuff. Top of the funnel. So top of the funnel is what we're going to be focusing a little bit more on today, so that we can fill that top of the funnel, because this is the hardest thing to do for most brands, to cost effectively fill that top of the funnel so that they have enough people to remarket at the bottom of the funnel and grow their business. So usually the top of the funnel is the first touch point. And in these examples, you're going to see how you use contests, giveaways, referral programs, viral videos, lead magnets, all that sort of stuff. Ideally, you want to provide value at top of the funnel, and it's going to be the first touch point. So this is an example of a top of the funnel ad. So this supplement company set up a giveaway, and their top of the funnel hook was to offer all of this awesome gym equipment in exchange for someone to give up their email, and the chances of them winning increases the more points that they collect. And the way that people collect points in these giveaways is they refer friends or they complete bonus actions. Now, bonus actions can be liking your socials, watching videos, sharing your content, commenting on your content, sharing your Facebook posts, all sorts of stuff. So the idea here is to use the giveaway as the top of the funnel, and you can communicate value. So you're giving value straight away. And the creative in this top of the funnel is showing that value. Literally, it's got all of the products they could potentially win in the image, so they can see that there's a lot of value to be offered up front. We're not asking them to buy anything. We're not asking them to spend any money. And that's a great first touch point, because you're leading into that relationship with value, as opposed to leading into that relationship asking someone to buy something. The other great thing about this is when you have a top of the funnel ad that is focused around a giveaway, the social validation is huge on this, because people are willing to share, comment, and like things like giveaways because it's giving away free stuff, and they want to share that with people. The other little growth hack that we use is in the giveaway, once someone enters, you're going to have bonus actions for people to share, comment, and like our Facebook ads or Facebook posts about our giveaway. So that makes our giveaway look a lot more popular, and more people are likely to sign up. Another top of the funnel ad is using influencers and giveaways. So if you really want like a mega growth hack, it's to set up a giveaway and then have an influencer post it through their account. This is a really good way to get a lot of people engaged with your brand, and it looks much more authentic when it's coming from a third person as opposed to your own brand. I can give out the slides to all of this at the end as well, so you can come back and look at all of this stuff. Just shoot me an email at jack@viper.io and I can send those to you. Okay, so before we jump into the different types of campaigns that you can run, let's just go through some Q&A quickly. Okay, so Harika looks like is partnering up with someone, partnering up with Peter. Great. Sharing websites in here, Peter. With 4 partners, is there a choice of how to run it through a third-party manager, agency, etc.? So when you have 4 partners, there's a few things you can do. You can use the agency account if you want to have invites to sub-accounts, or you can just share your logins if you really want to do that. We usually don't advise it, but you can do a shared login option on any plan level. But if you want to invite people to sub-accounts, you need to go with the agency level. The other thing that most people do is one person just takes ownership of the giveaway, and then they have their partners just contribute what they're going to contribute, and that one person manages everything. Peter, would you say the multi-partner will generate more results than the individual sums of partners doing it alone? I would say partner giveaways work really well. We have a fantastic guest post, a fantastic case study on our blog about a water company that did well, they actually frequently do them. They do them about once a quarter, but they find 5 to 10 partners that they partner up with. They get all of their partners to help them promote it. So all the partners contribute a prize. All the partners also email their list and post on social. And so that cross-pollinates all of these brands, and they are able to create a lot of results from that giveaway because they're using that cross-pollination. So hopefully that answers. All right. Remember to chuck some stuff in Q&A if there's anything else that you want to know or go into more detail about. So different types of different types of campaigns you can run with VYPER. So there's the viral giveaways and contests, which we're sort of going over. There's referral programs, which is a more evergreen. You'll find that giveaways and contests are usually a start and an end date, or like weekly or monthly draws. A referral program is more evergreen. You set it and forget it. And as the more points people collect, the more rewards they can unlock. So it's kind of like milestone rewards. Same with a loyalty program. Loyalty program usually means that people are getting signed up to a program. This is used a lot in retail. So you'll see there's huge amounts of retail stores or even brick and mortar stores that have loyalty programs. So as you complete things like checking in, following on social, sharing stuff, as you complete more stuff in the loyalty program, you unlock more points and you usually get discounts. The more points you collect, the higher your discounts. And then you have an ambassador program down here. This is usually to past purchases only. And the ambassador programs are usually focused around getting user-generated content. It's also focused around maybe giving product to those people to create that user-generated content. These usually have a much smaller group of people that's much more engaged, and you're giving away product and rewards and maybe even cash bonuses for your ambassadors to create content, share, refer, and really build up a strong presence of your brand online. Similar to user-generated content, if you didn't necessarily want to just have an ambassador program, but you just wanted after checkout maybe to have all your customers submit videos or images of them using or reviewing a product, you can set up user-generated content capture. Then you have the milestone contest. The pre-launches is when you've got like an event or a thing that you're launching and you want to build anticipation for that. So a lot of the time people will create that waiting list, and then maybe the top 50 will get early access, or they'll get a little bonus, or even the top 3 might get prizes, that sort of thing. And then you've got the leaderboard. So the leaderboard allows you to make it very competitive, and it's essentially the more points you collect, the higher on the leaderboard you move, and usually the top spot on the leaderboard usually wins. Now, a few reasons why you want to choose VYPER. We have multiple page options. So we have the landing page, the embed option. If you want to embed your own, if you want to build your own page and just embed the VYPER sign up and have the referral system on the back end. And we have the widget. Easy to build. And then this is the thank you page. I might actually just take you through a giveaway so you can see exactly how all of this works if you haven't already dived in there yet and had a look around, because I know some people probably haven't. But let's quickly jump over to a giveaway. Let's get this one going. So this is the back end of VYPER when you're creating a giveaway. You can see up here, this is where you can choose the the landing page, the widget, or the embed form. And then here it's all editable by clicking and editing, adding images, text, bolding, coloring, all that sort of stuff. On the left-hand side, you have all of your editing options. So you can add backgrounds, overlays, gradients. You have your, essentially, this is the landing page that's going to hook people, get them excited to enter. So you can see this is a furniture company, and they are giving away $3,000 home makeover. So that includes like a couch, some chairs, some accent chairs, some art pieces, that sort of thing. And so the main thing on this page is you want to show the value. So you want to show what you're giving away. You want to give people a reason to sign up. And so you can design all of this really easily in VYPER. The other thing is adding social validation is really good. So people can see that this is a legitimate company. They're backed by all of these people, and the product is really good. This validation here, where it's been featured in or featured by, really shows that you're a quality product and brand. And then they worked in a VIP status. So, once you sign up, you become a VIP to their program. And so they get like, free shipping or 10% off or something. And then you have all of these extra bonus actions, extra rewards. So not only do they have the grand prize winner of someone who wins all of the grand prize things, which is the couch, the chair, and the artwork, they also have additional prizes where people can collect points to unlock their store credit, a buy one, get one free offer, as well as a $500 gift card. And again, they've reminded people how it works. So people enter, they refer others, they complete tasks, collect points, and win prizes. And so this page on this page design, you really want to sell what you're giving away, really well, show how much value it's providing. Then you want to tell people how it works, and you want to show what's in it for them. You don't want it to be about you. You want it to be about the participant. You want to get them excited so that once they enter, you go to the thank you page. Now, the thank you page is, you can add these countdown timers or not, depending on if you have an end date. If you're doing a rewards program or something, you're probably not going to have these, because a rewards program isn't going to have a grand prize. It's just going to have these milestone prizes based on the points. The other thing is, you can enable or disable this referral system. So everybody who enters gets their own referral link and easy shares across all the social platforms. And the idea here is to get people to collect as many points as possible to win milestone rewards, which are these ones, and also win the grand prize. The more points you have, the higher your chance of winning. And so referring, remember, is one way to earn points. The other way is to complete bonus actions. So bonus actions can be getting points for dollars spent in store. It can be commenting and sharing Facebook posts, tagging friends in Facebook or Instagram posts. It can be following your social accounts. It can be saving pins on Pinterest. The list of things that you can do in here really goes on forever. And so this is how you design a VYPER campaign. So you have the sign up where you're trying to hook their attention, get them to commit to giving them their name and email. And then you have the thank you page where it gamifies everything and gives a bunch of incentive for people to complete all of these actions that could happen organically, but usually is really hard to do organically. So there's a bunch of stuff there. And these are all really easy to edit. And you can see in here that there is a huge amount of templates that are already set up. So you can use the templates, or you can build your own. So building your own just means if there's something that we haven't templatized, you can really incentivize that. It's really easy to build whatever you want with your bonus actions. One thing I do want to keep in mind with people is make sure that your prize is equal to the amount of effort you want participants to do. So if you want people to enter your giveaway and complete, 10 bonus actions and do all of these crazy things, your prize is going to have to be of really high value. Because if you're only giving maybe a $10 gift card, chances of them doing that is probably pretty low. So make sure that your prize value equals the amount of effort you want to get out of your participants. So you can see for these guys, they're giving away quite a large prize. So people are probably going to be willing to do all of these. However, if we were only giving away maybe like a $10 off gift card, the chance of people going and creating a video review or leaving a review on our Facebook page or on the website, chances of them probably doing that are probably quite small, because it's not worth their time. So that's how you set up a VYPER campaign, and we'll jump back in here to go over some examples and that sort of stuff. So that's the thank you page. You can create all different types of rewards. So you can have a huge amount of rewards based off the grand prize winner, milestones. You can have random winners, placement winners. You can have redemptions, so people can spend points like cash. There's a bunch of different ways that you can set up rewards for people. Coming back to the landing page, just want to point out a few things that are really important. So the landing page is built up of a few key features. We kind of went over this in that last section, but this just also reiterates a lot of it. Is choosing between the landing page, the widget, and the embed, depending on your brand. You're going to want to make sure the lead form is collecting the information you want. At bare minimum, we require the email, but if you wanted to, you could collect phone numbers, email, state that they live in, gender. You could ask them a question. You can do all sorts of things depending on what information you want to collect. VYPER has a lot of design options, so you can change almost everything about these pages. There's also CSS built in. You can have countdown timers. You have scarcity pop-ups. So, it could say, hey, Jack just entered, or Jack just completed a bonus action. And the builder is very easy. Not only that, but you can duplicate all of these, and it's super easy to get that rolling. Now, the thank you page, which we were just looking at as well, that's where that referral system is built in, that gamification and incentivization is taking place. And this is how you really get people engaging with your brand, sharing your content, sharing your brand, and really partaking and becoming an advocate of your brand, really, because they're the ones who are putting in all of the effort to market your brand for you. So instead of you having to pay dollar for dollar with paid ads, for example, you're actually just getting all of these people to join and do the marketing for you. So the bonus actions we went over, There's a bunch that you can do in there. The reward types we went over as well. So you can reward people however you want to reward them. There's a lot of flexibility in how you want to reward people because it's going to change depending on your business. So skincare, for example, giving away free products, maybe beauty consultations, maybe spa days, that sort of stuff is important. If you're doing veterans, you might want to give away like training courses. You might want to give away templates for documents. You can really tailor whatever you want to reward the people who are going to be participating, how you think they're going to like being rewarded. Because again, you want to create rewards that are going to attract the right people. All right, so some successful campaigns. These are some example campaigns and might give you some ideas about what you want to run for yours. So this was a company called Scott's Cheap Flights. They do flight deals, and they were running one of these contests every few months to grow their email list. They were doing about 100,000 plus emails per giveaway. And all they were doing was giving away a trip to Ireland or whatever location it was. Now, the reason that he chose a trip is because it wasn't really costing him much. It was costing him maybe a few $1,000s if he was even paying for that, because he might have been getting them sponsored. And then he was getting hundreds of thousands of emails in return. So the idea is that he is targeting people who like to travel. So he's giving a reward that's going to be based off people who are going to be willing to travel. The other thing is he was growing his ManyChat list with this. So once you signed up, you had to join the ManyChat list. You had to follow all of his socials. And if you go check out his social accounts and his website, he's quite a large brand now. BPM, this was the one that we showed you earlier. They are a supplement company, and so they were giving away some gym equipment. Again, very relevant to the type of person he wants to attract. These guys had a 25% conversion rate on their landing page. So you could see it's very straightforward. Win the home gym of your dreams. Very straightforward about what the value is. And then they did about 15,000 emails in 5 days. So you can see that these can be very quickly scalable if you have the right prize and you have a bunch of great participants. A few bonus actions was tagging friends in gym posts. So on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook, he was getting everybody to tag their gym buddies or who they would go to the gym with, which was then attracting more and more people to the giveaway. So think about how you can create bonus actions that are going to get people more engaged with your brand and also increase the amount of entrants and participants in your campaigns. Founder magazine. So this is an entrepreneurs magazine, and they were really focused on getting more engagement on their content. So you can see over here with their bonus actions, they were focusing on people uploading their own content, people sharing their blog posts, reading their blog posts, and sharing their digital course. So for the veterans, for example, one of your bonus actions might be to share this with your other veteran friends or tag your other veteran friends in this course, because I know there was an education aspect to that. So these guys did about 13,000 emails, 500 comments on their blog posts, and about 232 shares on their Facebook ad about their blog posts. So these guys did really well in getting more people engaged with their content and made their content a lot more popular. So before we go on, I'll just go through some more Q&A here. So we have Peter asking about the partner giveaways, and it says, can the thank you page also be embedded on the website? So Peter, the website, you cannot embed the thank you page because there's just too many moving parts, and there's too many risks of something going wrong if we let people embed it. So it's all hosted on the VYPER URL for security reasons and for control quality, so that we can make sure that everything runs smoothly with your campaign. So you can only embed the sign up, and then once they enter that sign up, they'll then go to the VYPER thank you page. If you wanted to have it on your own subdomain, you can go with the enterprise account and you can set up your subdomain. And so your referral link will be your domain, as well as the thank you page will be on your domain. Harika, what kind of audience do you suggest to target in Facebook ads for viral giveaway for a beauty brand? So the best thing to do when you're running ads to your giveaway is, one, hit up all your existing audience. So send out emails, target everybody who follows your page, target everybody who's visited your page. The reason you want to do this is because if people are already familiar with your brand, they have a much higher conversion rate. So they already know your brand, they already trust you, they've already seen you before. So if you're offering value, they're more than likely to enter. Not only that, but they probably hang out and know very similar people to themselves. So they're going to start referring all of their friends, families, and coworkers. Once you go past that audience, your seed audience, you're then going to want to look at interest targeting and lookalike audiences. Now, make your lookalike audiences based off really important metrics like past purchases, people who've visited your site 3+ times, people who have engaged with all of your social content. So create lookalikes off those sorts of things. And then when it comes to interest targeting, that's a case of really doing a customer avatar. So understanding who your target customer is, and then looking at all of the interests that they have. Where do they hang out? Who do they follow? What communities are they involved in? And you can then choose all of the interests based on that. That's kind of the process we use when we do managed services for these giveaways. We really focus on identifying who the customer would be, choose a great prize for that customer, and then find out what targeting options would be best suited to that customer as well. Again, you want to make sure everything is revolving around the customer. So this example was a vegan leather company. So they were doing a rewards program where as you collected points, you would unlock free products. So these guys were building their SMS list and their Facebook Messenger bot list. So they were able to grow that really quickly. And so that they had much more distribution when they had a promotion coming up, they could hit up their email list, their Messenger bot list, as well as their SMS list. Made their sales much more effective, especially when it was coming up to Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Christmas, New Year's, all of these key events where people are buying a lot of things. The distribution is really important. So you want to make sure you have large audiences of engaged people because they're the people who are going to buy. They also did about 20,000 emails in 15 days. And when they were running their Facebook ads, they were doing about under 10 cents a lead. Universal Music run a bunch of giveaways for all of their artists. So if you have an event, or if you have an artist, or if you're an influencer or a celebrity or something, you want to build a really passionate audience, you can give away a bunch of different prizes here. So how these guys do all of their giveaways is they choose an artist who has a gig coming up or a performance coming up. They give away tickets and a VIP meet and greet option. So the prize is very, very low in dollar value, but really, really high in perceived value. So they get a huge amount of engagement on these and promote the event that's coming up and also promote the artist. So they use the VIP tiers. So VIP tiers are mostly used in things like airlines and that sort of stuff. So once you hit a certain amount of points, you get into like a gold, silver, or bronze VIP tier, or just a tier. And the perks are better depending on which tier you're in. So they use a lot of tiering in their giveaways and contests or referral programs. And that works really well for getting really like super fans. So these guys generate about 20,000 emails for this campaign that they did with Shawn Mendes. And we also have a direct integration with Shopify, which they used to grow their Spotify list, sorry. But we do have also an integration with Shopify, so we can track revenue and all that sort of stuff too. This is the joint giveaway that I was talking about that we have a case study on. So if you go over to our blog, viper.io/blog, you'll see all of our case studies. And Waiakea, this water company, oh, where did that go? Waiakea has this company here, and they partnered up with 5 to 10 others, and actually 8 others, and they collected 63,000 emails and 123,000 Instagram followers. So when you do partner up with people, you can do that cross-pollination, and it's going to give you much better pooled results. So yeah, highly suggest you check out that case study on the blog. This was a swimwear company, and they were using the Popup widget so that they were converting everybody who visited that site into an engaged fan. So they would give away $100 a week to spend in store. People would sign up, and then once they signed up, they could they didn't have the referral built in. They just wanted people to complete bonus actions. So you can remove the referral feature if you want. Really what these guys wanted to do was collect their email address. So instead of a pop-up, they were using this. And once they signed up, they not only got their email, but they got them to follow all of their social accounts. They got them to share their brand on all of their social accounts. They got them to tag friends. They got them to like products and add stuff to their cart. And so then the remarketing would kick in and convert those people. So these guys did about 12,000 emails in the first 48 hours of adding this to their website. So you can remove the referral feature and really just focus on collecting their email and then having the bonus actions there to get people engaged. It's a great replacement to a pop-up. This was a similar option, but this was a a hair care company. and they were doing monthly evergreen giveaways. So they were just giving away their own product once a month and getting people to engage. They would add this giveaway to their email drips, to their website, to their checkout flows. They would add this everywhere so that people get the opportunity to win free product. And in exchange, it was getting people to refer friends to their brand, refer purchases to their brand, and get others sharing their brand with their friends, family, and coworkers to go and make purchases. They were also using this in their Facebook ads to get really cheap traffic that was interested in that product, as well as using those Facebook ads to fuel a lot of their other ads in their account. So for example, someone would enter, and then once they entered, the participant had to go and share one of the ads that they were running. So it really helped kind of like rotate the social validation on their ads, and it really helped them get better conversion rates and ROI on their ads. Partnership and hosting giveaways, this is what we were talking a little bit about before, but you don't have to go with a large amount of partners. This wine company partnered up with a book reading company. And so make sure that you are choosing partners that are going to be complementary to your brand. So these two go really well together. And so it's a good idea to think about who your partners are going to be, and make sure that they have common customers that would potentially buy from both brands. Because when you cross-pollinate your email lists and your social followers, you want to make sure that they would both be interested. Pop-up replacement. So this was a subscription box, and instead of their pop-up, they would have a $5 off. So once you sign up to the giveaway, the monthly giveaway, you would get a $5 off straight away, or a 10% off straight away. So this is replacing their pop-up. And then not only that, but once a month, they would draw someone to give a free box to. And again, the benefit was that once they signed up, they would have, they would share all of their, friends and families about this brand. They would also get people to complete all those bonus actions. So instead of just having a regular pop-up where you would just collect their email, these guys were collecting their email, getting referrals, and getting people to complete all the bonus actions there too. This was a pretty straightforward one. This was just a general brand that wanted to grow their followers on all their social channels. So it was a simple sign up with name and email, and then like all of their social channels. And they would just give away here a free bag for the first and second place winner. So super basic, and they use this to pretty much grow all their social accounts. This is really interesting, but before we go into the blog post giveaway, let's just jump over to the comments. I know we don't have long left here, so I want to try and speed through this. Okay, last one was from Peter. Is there an auto connection to validate a sales for points? So if you connect up with our Shopify app, yes, it will check the transactions. We also have some code that you can paste on non-Shopify stores, but that would probably require a developer because you have to pass some very specific terms back. But yes, you can track sales referrals and points from purchases very easily. Okay, so coming back to the, actually, let me just check the Q&A. No, nobody's putting anything in Q&A, rather the chat section. That's fine. Marina, will you be distributing a recording of this webinar? I would say we probably will. But yeah, email me afterwards and I can send you a recording. Okay, will do. Thank you. Perfect. So getting back to this, we're going to do 2 more examples, I think it is. So this example was a blogger. So Expert Vagabond is a travel blogger. And what he did was he created an awesome post about travel backpacks. And he was trying to rank for this keyword because it was really important for his business, because he needed the traffic, he needed the affiliate sales, and all of these sorts of things. So what he did, he wrote that post. And then in that post, he had a giveaway. So he would give away the top reviewed bag to the person who collected the most points. And to collect points, they had to refer people. Now, you can, in VYPER, you can choose which page on your website you want people to refer. So he was getting everybody to refer his blog post, which had the giveaway in it, so that everybody was sharing his blog post. So he had thousands and thousands of people sharing his blog post and then entering that giveaway. And he obviously also had the bonus actions to share it on social and all that sort of stuff. But the main point of this example is that you can choose which page you want to replace that referral link with. One thing I do suggest is make sure that the referral page that you choose has the giveaway or referral program on there somewhere, whether it's an embed or if it's the widget pop-up. This is a great way to get a lot of traffic to your website, a lot of traffic to your blog posts, and also a really interesting way to engage people with your content. And this last one was in the crypto space. I think we had one person from crypto. So this was the main thing here that I'm trying to say is that these platforms like crypto, CBD, blockchain, adult, ammunition, all of these platforms that are not necessarily able to advertise too well on Facebook, Twitter, Google, all that sort of stuff, use a lot of giveaways to get their exposure and their awareness and distribution out. Because it's really important to have email addresses in those niches and industries, because it is harder to advertise on those. So a lot of people do giveaways with this and really rely on the referral aspect of it. So they, we have a lot of blockchain companies that do this, where they set up their rewards, which is giving out tokens or bounties or whatever it may be. And in exchange, you need to collect those points to unlock those rewards. And you can incentivize a lot of things like, engaging with your Medium posts, sharing your project, sharing all the information about your new blockchain technology, all that sort of stuff. So these guys built up their Reddit, Medium, and Telegram communities. And they also generated over 400,000 emails from this campaign. And so they did really well. But the main thing here is that if you cannot advertise on Facebook, Google, or Twitter, these giveaways and referral programs are a great way to build communities outside of that, so that you don't have to necessarily pay to advertise to get distribution. Great. So that sums up all of the examples. It gives you a bit of a run through of the platform. I'll just quickly look at the last Q&As here, and I'll put in the to go to the blog. So go there for the blog. You'll be able to see a bunch of examples of case studies and all that sort of stuff. The other thing you can do is check out the use cases. This is going to give you a lot of information and ideas on what bonus actions to use. There's a ton of examples, live examples on there as well, which you can check out. So there's a lot there. We also do have a lot of training within the platform. So there's a lot of courses in there that you can take too if you want to get more knowledge on running ads, email marketing, all that sort of stuff. A few more here. Chris, being a new business, e-commerce furniture that is going to launch, what would be a good viral giveaway type to create brand awareness? Should we wait for our e-commerce website to be launched to do a giveaway? So I would suggest that you wait I suggest you use a leaderboard. And so what you want to do is you want to make sure all your social channels are set up. But the main thing that you want to do when you're launching a brand is collect a really large email list, so that when you do launch, you have a large audience to already go and promote to. So you might want to do the waiting list option and then have like top 10, top 50 get discounts or store credit when you launch. The other thing is, focus on your social channels, because if you don't have a website up, you want to be directing people to your social accounts so that you're getting a lot of followers, a lot of engagement, and you're building a lot of hype. The other thing I would suggest is probably using the VYPER landing page, or having your own built landing page, so you can give a little bit more information about what the product is going to be, what the brand's going to be, and the meaning behind your waiting list. Get people excited about the launch. Okay, so Peter asks, is there a way to test before going live? Yep, when you have an account, you can test everything before it goes live. There's no issues there. Just make sure you're logged into VYPER. We also have a freemium account, so you can actually run campaigns for free. If you wanted to, set something live before you wanted to look at upgrading, there is a free plan that you can run anyway. A lot of people run the ambassador programs and referral programs on free because you have a much lower lead quantity per month and a much lower revenue generated per month than if you were to run one big giveaway that's doing like tens of thousands of emails. So yeah, check out the free version of VYPER, and you'll be able to test everything, even have something live and running before you start to scale it. But great, guys. Let me know if there is any further questions. Check out our Facebook group and our YouTube channel. There are huge amounts of training on the YouTube channel, not just around referral marketing, giveaways, and contests, There's other stuff about influencer marketing, email marketing. There's a huge amount of information on there. We really try and educate on all aspects of running an online business. So check out those two places. Remember the Facebook group and YouTube channel. Harika, do you need pro account? Do we need the pro account for email integrations? Yes, you'll need to have a pro account to connect up your email service provider with your VYPER account. All right, last call. Are there any other questions here? Let me put in the YouTube. You're going to have to click these links before we close this because it is going to disappear once I close this. So open up the blog and the YouTube channel. Those two things are going to have a ton of free content and information for you there. So check those out and follow up with me. Let me know if you've got any questions. Again, if you want the slides or something, just email me at jack@vyper.io. I'll chuck that in there as well. vyper.io. Yeah, so you can just chuck me an email and let me know what you're after, and I can organize that for you. But thank you so much for your time today. Enjoy the rest of your day or night, wherever you are, depending. And would love to see you in VYPER, asking some questions, getting your campaign up and running. Our goal is to help scale all your companies, so let us help you as much as possible. But enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you very much for joining.